She posted, "A real man isn't insecure about his girl having guy friends." I commented, "Facts." Then I posted a pic from the gym with my new girlfriend, her personal trainer. Her WTF is this? Comment. Original post. I, 32 male, am a pretty chill guy. Or at least I thought I was. My girlfriend of 5 years, Bianca, 30, and I live together in my condo. I pay the mortgage. She pays the internet and her share of the food. It worked. Until Julian moved back to town 6 months ago. Julian is her best guy friend from college. The one she swore nothing ever happened with, but they have that vibe. You know the one. Suddenly, it was Julian needs help moving, Julian's car broke down, Julian's having girl trouble, we're just getting drinks. 3 for nights a week. I brought it up, calmly. "Hey, B, I'm feeling a little sidelined. It seems like you're spending almost all your free time with Julian." Her reaction? A-bomb. "Wow, I can't believe you. You're really going to be that guy? That insecure? He's my friend. My God, I'm allowed to have friends, Liam. Stop being so controlling." This became the new normal. Every time I mentioned his name, I was insecure, toxic, or controlling. I started to second-guess myself. Maybe I was being a jerk. Then, last night, she was getting ready to go out. Again, "Where to tonight?" I asked. "Just meeting Julian for a bit. He had a bad day at work." "Cool. 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Bad day." She spun around. "What is your problem?" "You know what? I'm sick of this." She grabbed her phone and typed for a solid minute, fuming. A few minutes later, my phone buzzed with an Instagram notification. She tagged me in a post. It was one of those text graphics. Pink background, cursive font. It read, "A real man isn't insecure about his girl having guy friends. He trusts her. If you get jealous, that's your problem to fix, not hers." She posted this. "For all our mutual friends, my family, everyone." A public call-out. I stared at it. The audacity, the sheer, unadulterated gall of this woman, who has been gaslighting me for months, to publicly label me as the problem. I took a deep breath, and I commented, "Facts." She replied almost instantly, "Glad you finally get it." I locked my phone. "Have fun with Julian," I said. She smirked, grabbed her keys, and left. Here's the thing. Bianca is obsessed with her personal trainer, Sasha. Sasha is this 28-year-old fitness guru who works at her high-end gym. Bianca talks endlessly about her. Sasha said, "I need to cut out dairy." Sasha's programming is amazing. Sasha really gets me. Bianca pays something absurd like $150 a session, 3 times a week. So while Bianca was out comforting her friend, I opened my laptop. I went to the gym's website. I found Sasha's profile, and I bought a 10-session package. My first session is tomorrow morning. I'm just a guy who suddenly cares a lot about his wellness. About an hour ago, Wednesday afternoon, I finished my second session with Sasha. She's cool, actually. Super professional, knows her stuff. We were taking a post-workout selfie. Her idea. She does it with all new clients for her gram. I posted it to my own feed. Just a picture of me, sweaty, giving a thumbs up, with Sasha smiling in the background. The caption, "New goals. Decided to finally get serious about my health. Thanks to my new girlfriend and the best trainer around, Sasha, for kicking my butt. #fitness, #health, #new friends." I made sure to tag Bianca. It's been 10 minutes. My phone is vibrating so hard it's about to fall off the table. I have 14 missed calls from Bianca, and the comments are rolling in. The top one, in all caps, from her. "WTF is this? She's not home yet. This is going to be fun." Update 1. Okay, so fun was probably the wrong word. Apocalyptic is more accurate. But honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm enlightened. The level of hypocrisy is something scientists should study. I got home from the gym about an hour before Bianca. I was calmly making a protein shake when she burst through the door. I've never seen her face that color. "What the hell is that picture?" she yelled, throwing her keys at the counter. They skittered off and hit the floor. "A picture? From a gym? With Sasha?" I asked, sipping my shake. "Don't play dumb with me, Liam." "My new girlfriend? Are you sleeping with my trainer?" I almost laughed. "Babe, she's just a friend. She's helping me with my fitness. I thought you'd be happy I'm taking your advice and getting healthy." You're always saying how great she is. That's completely different. How? A real man isn't insecure about his girl having guy friends, right? So a real woman shouldn't be insecure about her guy having girlfriends. I'm just following your rules. Julian is a friend, she shrieked. You're doing this to punish me. You try to steal my trainer. You're actively trying to hurt me. I'm pretty sure you're the one who posted a public passive-aggressive attack on me, I said. I just agreed with you. And then I got a trainer, who happens to be a woman, just like your friend happens to be a guy. She just stood there, opening and closing her mouth. It was like her brain had blue-screened. She couldn't compute the logic. In her world, the rules applied to me, not to her. She stormed into the bedroom and slammed the door. Then the text started. From Julian. Julian, hey man, not cool. Bianca is really upset. You shouldn't be trying to make her jealous like that. Kind of psycho behavior. I replied, she's my girlfriend. You're her friend. Stay in your lane. Kind of weird behavior. He didn't text back. The next day, I went for my third session with Sasha. She was a little awkward at first. Hey, Liam, so this is weird, but Bianca called me. Like 10 times last night. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Sasha. She was intense, Sasha said, wiping down a bench. She demanded I cancel your sessions. Said you were stalking her by training with me and that I was unprofessional for taking you on as a client. She what? Yeah. And then this is the super weird part. She demanded I refund her for her last 10-session block, saying she couldn't train with me anymore because I betrayed her. That's insane. What did you say? I told her that's not how it works. She already used those sessions. She finished the block last week. She's actually due to buy a new one. I just stared at her. Wait, she's due? So she hasn't paid you for her next block? Sasha looked uncomfortable. No. And, look, I'm not supposed to say this, but she's been forgetting to pay her invoices a lot. The gym manager is about to ban her from booking until she settles up. She's behind. Let's just say it's a significant amount, like $1,800. $1,800. She's been going to drinks with Julian 4 nights a week, but she's stiffing her trainer. Sasha, I said, pulling out my phone. I want to apologize on her behalf. That's not right. What's the gym's payment portal? Liam, no, you don't have to do that. I'm not doing it for her. I'm doing it for you. You're a professional, and you shouldn't be chasing people for money. I logged in, found the invoice, and paid the $1,800. Just don't tell her I did it, I said. Let's just say the system cleared it. I'm prepaying for my next 10 sessions, too. Sasha looked relieved. Wow. Thank you, Liam. Seriously. No problem. Now let's work on those deadlifts. We finished the session. It was great. As I was packing up, Sasha ran. Over. Oh, hey. Bianca left this here last week and never came back for it. She's been ignoring my texts about it. Can you make sure she gets it? She handed me a book. But it wasn't just a book. It was a $400, custom-made, monogrammed leather binder. Her wellness and manifestation journal. The one she's always writing in. The one she said Sasha made her get for her program. Yeah, I said, taking it. It was heavy. I'll make sure she gets it. I got home. Bianca was in the living room, on the phone, clearly complaining about me. She saw me, and her eyes narrowed. I'm here, I said, holding up the journal. Sasha said you forgot this. I tossed down the coffee table. She also said you tried to get me banned from the gym. Not cool, B. You paid her, didn't you? Bianca shrieked, jumping up. She hadn't even looked at the journal. I saw the payment notification. You paid my bill. You're trying to buy my trainer. You're trying to steal my entire life. I paid a bill you owed to someone who was just doing her job, I said. The job you tried to get her in trouble for. You're embarrassed that I'm not the insecure, controlling monster you painted me as. You? She was vibrating with rage. You know what? I can't even look at you. Julian is coming over. We're going to watch a movie. In our living room. She was challenging me. Pushing me. He's just my friend, Liam. If you're going to be all weird and insecure about it, you can go to the bedroom. I'm not canceling my plans just because you're having a tantrum. She told me to leave my own living room so she could watch a movie with the guy she's been emotionally and probably physically cheating on me with. I looked at her. I looked at the expensive leather journal on the table. Understood, I said. I picked up the journal. I'll be in the den, I said. I've got some reading to do. Her face went white. Wait, Liam won't. I closed the den door, and I opened the first page. Final update. It's been a month. She's gone. It's over. This whole thing ended not with a bang, but with a complete and total implosion. So, I was in the den. Julian was due to arrive any minute. I had the journal. I'm a monster. I wasn't going to read her private thoughts. But when I opened it, a folded piece of paper fell out. It wasn't diary paper. It was a printout from a bank. It was a savings account statement. An account I had never seen. In her name only. With a balance of $34,750. I looked at the transaction history. For the last 2 years, there was a recurring weekly transfer. $300, $400, $250. The transfer was coming from my checking account. I don't have a joint account with her. I never have. I pulled up my own bank statements. And there it was. A weekly transfer, disguised with a generic memo like "Util transfer" or a "SaveBLD." Go to an external account number I never recognized. She must have set it up years ago on my laptop, and I never noticed. I have my salary deposited, auto pay for mortgage and bills. I just don't check the minutiae. I trusted her. She had been systematically siphoning money from me for years. $34,750. My blood turned to ice. This wasn't a guy friend problem. This wasn't an insecurity problem. This was theft. The wellness journal was just where she stashed the proof. I heard the front door open. Julian's voice. "Hey, B." He in his room pouting. "He's in the den," Bianca said, her voice dripping with fake sweetness. "Liam, honey, Julian's here. We're just going to hang out, okay?" I walked out of the den, holding the bank statement. "Hey, Julian," I said. "Welcome." Bianca saw the paper in my hand. She didn't recognize it yet. "What? You're finally going to be mature," she sneered. "I am," I said. "I just found this. In your journal. Who knew you were so good at saving?" I held up the statement. Her tan vanished. She looked like she was going to be sick. "Liam, I can explain that. That's our future fund. I was saving it for us. You were saving my money from my account without my permission in an account with your name on it. That's not saving, Bianca. That's grand larceny." Julian looked back and forth between us. What's going on?" "Bianca's a thief," I said, my voice flat. "She's been stealing from me for 2 years. Almost 35 grand. I was going to tell you," she stammered. "It was for a house. For us." "A house? Or for you and Julian?" How much of this was he aware of? Julian's head snapped toward her. "What? I don't know anything about this. Stealing. He's lying." Bianca shrieked, lunging for the paper. "He's a psycho. He's tried to ruin me because he's insecure. He stole my private journal." She grabbed the paper and ripped it. I just laughed. "It's a printout, B. It's all on my bank's website. And presumably yours." She was cornered. And she did what cornered, entitled people do. She attacked. "Fine. Yes. I took it. You know why? Because you're pathetic. You're a weak, boring man. And I deserve more. I deserve someone like Julian. I deserve that money for putting up with your sad, limp noodle energy for 5 years." Julian visibly recoiled. "Whoa, B, don't drag me into this. I thought you guys were just having problems." "And you," I said, turning to Julian. "You've been helping her lie, coming into my home, eating my food, all while telling me I'm the psycho. Get out. Dude, get out. Or the next call I make is to the police, and you'll be an accessory." Julian didn't need to be told twice. He was out the door in seconds. "This is on you, Bianca," he tossed over his shoulder. "Now it was just us." "You're calling the cops?" she whispered, the fake rage gone, replaced by real fear. "I should," I said. "God, I should. But I won't. Not if you do exactly what I say. Anything, Liam. Anything. 1. You're going to log into that secret account right now and transfer every single cent back to me, including the interest. But it's my only... Now, Bianca, or I call the cops. Your choice." Shaking, she did it. I watched her log in on her phone, hit transfer, and I saw the $34,750 and change disappear. "It'll take 3 business days," she sniffled. "I'll be watching," I said. 2. You're going to pack a bag. 1 bag. And you're leaving. Leave? Liam, I live here. You can't just kick me out. I absolutely can. You're a tenant with no lease. And you are a thief. You have 10 minutes. Then I'm calling the police to have you removed for trespassing and theft. You can't do that. I have rights. I'll tell that you assaulted me. I'll tell them. This is the part where the realism kicks in. I knew she'd pull this. Go ahead, I said. I pulled out my phone and hit play on the voice recorder I'd started the second I walked out of the den. Her entire confession, loud and clear. I took it because you're pathetic. I deserve that money. I deserve someone like Julian. Her face, it was a masterpiece of horror. You have 10 minutes, I repeated. She ran to the bedroom, sobbing, throwing things into a suitcase. She came back out, dragging it. My journal, she whimpered, seeing it on the table. Oh, this, I said. I picked it up. I almost forgot. I opened it, flipped through the pages. It was full of her handwriting. All this manifestation stuff, I said. Plans for your new life. Funny, none of them mentioned getting a felony. I handed it to her. You should probably burn this. She snatched it and ran out the door, leaving it open. I walked over, closed it, and locked the deadbolt. And then I just stood in the quiet. The money hit my account 3 days later. I had a locksmith come that afternoon. I texted Sasha. Hey, long story, Bianca and I are done. She won't be back at the gym. Thanks for everything. I'd like to buy another 20 sessions. She replied, good. And your form on squats is 100% better. See you Monday. I lost 5 years and $1,800 for her trainer. I feel like an idiot for not seeing the theft. I'm still angry, but I also feel free. I'm not having a sad, limp noodle night. I'm ordering the most expensive pizza on the menu and drinking a beer in my quiet, clean, thief-free condo. She posted one last thing on her gram before I blocked her. Sometimes you have to burn your whole life down to find your true self. I guess I was just a kindling. Good riddance.